Hello friends, I am Dr. Rekha Pathak and today I am going to speak on a very important and interesting topic known as Introduction to Educational Research. But before I go into the depth of the topic, let me first begin by what is the meaning of research. Research happens every day in our life. It is a very important aspect of life and it continuously happens because the world that we are living in is full of different kind of phenomena and events and they need to have a solution. So research happens every day in our life. We will see the meaning of research, the way research is classified by the means of purpose and method. We will also see the characteristics of research and then we will see the process, the method that research follows, that is the scientific method. So let's begin by the meaning of the word research. So friends, today in brief we will discuss what is the meaning of research, the characteristics of research, and how research follows a scientific method, the general approaches of research, and the classification of research. We will also see in brief the types of research. What is research? Research is the systematic process of collecting and analyzing information to increase our understanding of the world in general and of the phenomenon under study in particular. It can also be defined as a logical and systematic search for new and useful information on a particular topic. It is important in scientific and non-scientific fields. As in life, we always face some events, problems, or phenomena, and these processes occur every day. So we need practically and implementable solutions for tackling such new problems. Scientists or researchers have to undertake research on them and find their causes, solutions, explanations, and applications. Therefore, we can say that research is an organized inquiry carried out to provide information for solving problems. It is scientific in nature. Therefore, it uses the terms collection of data, hypothesis, procedure, conclusion, etc. It is the cornerstone of every science. As you can see, the meaning of research. It is the word can be split up into three parts, that is research and process. So it means research is done again and again. It is a search, that is finding out the truth, and it is a process, that is a scientific process which has to be carried out step by step and in phases. Example I'll give you about a research that can be done again and again. What is the meaning of doing it again and again? Sometimes we see that on a certain particular topic a research is done, but with the changing times and the changing needs of the learners, of the people concerned, the same problem has to have a newer and a better solution, according to the current needs of the problem. So example in education, in our education system, we have the education policies which have been changing over the years. What we studied 100 years ago, the policies in education cannot be applicable in today's life. There has to be a continuous research on it to make such a policy that will be currently suitable to today's learners and education system. We have seen that just now in 2019, a new education policy has been launched in our country itself. So this new education policy has come as a result of research in the area of education. It includes so many changes in the primary system, in the secondary education, and in the higher education. Therefore, we can say that research is a process in looking at a solution of a given problem, which can be used as a basis for a policy formulation or a policy improvement or an enhancement. So, research concerns with the what and how of a problem. So, in what we see what are the facts and the conclusions, whatever are the findings of the research will come in the factor of what, and how will consist of the scientific and the critical components. The critical components may include like analysis of the results, the interpretation of the results, etc. Research is a iterative process. That means it keeps on happening, repeating again and again, and eventually it seeks to explain or solve the identified problem. It is a design methodology based on a cyclic process of prototyping, testing, analyzing, and refining a product or a process. Based on the results of testing, the most recent iteration of a design, changes and refinements are made. So, based on the design, the evaluation can be done. So, now we will go to the types of research. Research can be classified according to two types. That is, one is according to purpose and the other is according to method. In the purpose kind of classification, we have the two main types of research. That is the fundamental, pure or basic research and the applied research. In the fundamental, pure and basic research, all the kind of scientific experimental research come under this category. Basic or the fundamental research is the starting point for the search of new knowledge. It provides a foundation for knowledge and foundations that are generalizable to many policy areas, problems, or areas of study. These kind of researches relate to pure sciences. Basic research sometimes do not lead to immediate use as applications. It helps to provide a systematic insight into a problem. I will give you the example of a basic research. Any kind of experiment or the discovery of a proton or a neutron comes under the category of a basic or a fundamental research. Even in education, the laws of learning or the theories of learning, all these theories, they come under the category of basic or fundamental research. The next type is the applied research. It refers to a scientific study and research that seeks to solve practical problems. Here we can see the focus is on finding solutions to our everyday life problems. It can be to cure illnesses or to develop innovative new technologies in the field of agriculture or medicine, etc. Even it can be in other fields, like research is required for the energy efficiency in homes or offices or even the modes of transportation. So in such fields also applied research is used. Applied research solves problems based on well-known and accepted theories. Most of the experimental research, case studies and interdisciplinary researches are basically applied researches. A research of which the outcome has immediate application is termed as applied research. Such researches are of practical use. So I will give you some examples of applied research. It can be done in different fields, like supposing if I give you an example in the field of health, the topic can be like this: how can obesity be prevented? This is a problem which is always there in society. You can see, in spite of many researches being done in the field of medicine or health or Ayurveda, homeopathy, etc., but still this problem continues to exist, and so research is always being done in this area. So the next problem in the area of health can be: how can fast food affect children's health, etc. So in the field of health, I gave you two examples. Even we can have applied research in education. For example, to find out the relationship between students' achievement levels and they are being affected by certain factors like home environment, etc. Or how can ragging be prevented in high school. Now the current problem will be how can education be done effectively in COVID times. So these are all the examples of applied researches. So now we can conclude in this applied research that the applied research is actually the methods and ideas and theories which are actually taken from basic research. So it is actually application of tailored knowledge to address a problem or a practical issue, a certain specific practical issue. So it works towards development of a more efficient technology by a way of doing things. So this kind of applied research, it always asks the question, does it work? So now we come to one more type of research, that is the action research. This action research, the emphasis is on here and now. It looks at the problem of a very basic or a local problem. If I give you the example of an action research, it may be about a teacher who is facing a problem in her own classroom. Like supposing a teacher is finding out that her children are always weak in mathematical concepts. So this may be her problem. She will take up a research study for this, apply all the scientific process of a research and come to a conclusion, to findings, and whatever will be the findings of her research will be applicable to her own classroom itself. So the results of this action research will be applicable only for a local level. So here in this type of research we can say that the emphasis is on here and now. So friends, I am sure you must have understood about the concept of research, the way research follows the scientific method, and how research is classified. And also you must have understood what is the basic research, applied research, and the action research. So next time when you come, I want you to do one small homework. That is, you have to list down any 5 problems from your everyday life which you feel need a solution. So that is the assignment which I have given you, and hope to see you in the next lecture of this same